The wait is finally almost over. And if you have been sitting in your living room staring at your TV setup, feeling a little frustrated about the Apple TV, you're definitely not alone because we all thought 2025 was going to be the year. We were ready for the upgrade. We had our wallets open, and we wanted those new specs, but then we got absolutely silence. Apple didn't give us the update we were desperate for, and it left a lot of us wondering if they had forgotten about the living room entirely. But it turns out there is a massive reason why this happened. And when you dig into the details, it changes everything about what this device is actually going to be. It turns out that the delay wasn't just about broken supply chains or a lack of interest from consumers, but rather it was completely intentional. We have now seen the leaks, and the rumors are flooding the internet from every reliable source we have, and they all point to one specific timeline that suggests something huge is coming. The new Apple TV is coming in 2026, and it is going to be a completely different beast than the simple streaming box we have today. And the reason you didn't see a new Apple TV in 2025 is actually incredibly good news in disguise. It all comes down to two words that have dominated the tech industry lately, and those words are Apple Intelligence. This is the missing piece of the puzzle that explains the long wait. The current Apple TV models that sit in our homes right now just were not built to handle the heavy lifting that Apple's new AI features require. The project was effectively shelved for a year because the software capabilities just weren't ready for the living room yet, and Apple didn't want to release a dumb box when the rest of their ecosystem is becoming incredibly smart. So they made the hard choice. They pushed it back. They decided to wait until 2026 to ensure that when this thing finally drops, it has Apple Intelligence baked right into its core. This means the next Apple TV won't just be for clicking on Netflix or scrolling through YouTube. It is going to be a thinking, processing hub for your entire digital life. And to make this AI vision a reality, the hardware had to change drastically. This brings us to the biggest leak we have, and it is the one that has tech enthusiasts the most excited. The chip inside the 2026 Apple TV is getting a massive overhaul that changes the performance tier entirely. Right now, if you go to the store and buy an Apple TV 4K, you're getting the A17 chip. That chip is fine for basic streaming, and it opens apps quickly enough, but in the fast-moving tech world, it is effectively ancient history. It was introduced with the iPhone 13 way back in 2021, and we are heading into 2026. A chip from 5 years ago just isn't going to cut it for the future Apple is building. The leaks strongly suggest that the new model will feature the A17 Pro chip. Now, you need to pause for a second and really think about what that means, because the A17 Pro isn't just a slightly faster chip or a small incremental upgrade. This is the silicon that powered the iPhone 15 Pro, and it is an absolute powerhouse. It is highly likely we will see the version of the A17 Pro that is currently in the iPad mini, which might have one less GPU core than the iPhone version to keep heat down and yields high. But for a TV box that sits under your television, that is still an insane amount of power that we have never seen in this category before. The main reason for this specific chip choice goes back to that core focus on Apple Intelligence. Those AI features need a neural engine that can crunch data locally and privately without sending everything to the cloud. The old A15 just couldn't do that efficiently enough, but the A17 Pro can. This ensures that your new Apple TV will be future-proofed for years to come, capable of running complex tasks that we haven't even seen yet. But raw power and AI aren't the only benefits of this new chip, because we really need to talk about gaming. This has been Apple's sleeping giant for years, and for a long time, people have joked about Apple gaming, but in 2026, it looks like they are finally waking it up. The A17 Pro chip is capable of hardware-accelerated ray tracing. We saw this when Resident Evil was ported to the iPhone 15 Pro, and it ran a full console-quality game on a phone. Now imagine that power plugged into your 4K TV with a dedicated power supply, so it doesn't have to RRY about battery life or thermal throttling. With technologies like Metal FX scaling, the 2026 Apple TV effectively becomes a mini home console. You can already connect PlayStation and Xbox controllers to the Apple TV, but the library has always been the issue. If developers get on board with this new power, This device could genuinely compete with traditional consoles for casual and even some AAA gaming. It transforms the value proposition of the device entirely from a movie player to a genuine entertainment system. There is another major hardware upgrade rumored that flies under the radar for most people, but is crucial for your home setup. We are hearing reports about the inclusion of the A17 chip. This is Apple's dedicated networking chip, and if this leak is accurate, it means the Apple TV is about to become the ultimate smart home hub. The A17 chip would unlock Wi-Fi 7 connectivity. This is huge for streaming high bitrate 4K content without buffering, even if your router is in another room or on a different floor. It also means better Bluetooth connectivity for your controllers and headphones, and most importantly, full support for Thread and Matter standards. Apple wants the Apple TV to be the central brain of your smart home, connecting to your security cameras, your HomePods, and your smart lights with zero latency. The A17 chip makes that connection rock solid, solving the no-response errors that drive smart home users crazy. Let's address the features that have been missing for the hardcore users. The current Apple TV is great, but it has started to show its age in technical areas. One of the biggest complaints from home theater enthusiasts has been a lack of HDMI pass-through. This allows audio to pass untouched from the source to your receiver, giving you the best possible sound quality without the Apple TV trying to decode it first. It is a feature that has been available on other devices like the NVIDIA Shield for years. The rumors indicate that Apple is finally listening. Since this technology has been established for a while now, it is highly probable that the 2026 model will finally support HDMI pass-through. We are also expecting updates to the latest Dolby standards, ensuring that both your picture and your sound are cutting edge, making this the box to get if you care about cinema quality experiences at home. So, when can you actually buy this thing? The timeline seems pretty solid based on the manufacturing leaks. We're looking at a release in spring 2026. This timing makes perfect sense when you look at the broader Apple ecosystem. We know Apple is working hard to get the next wave of Apple Intelligence ready. And there are also rumors of a new HomePod with a screen launching around the same time. It would be a strategic move to release the new Apple TV and the new HomePod together, solidifying their dominance over the living room and the smart home market in one massive sweep. Spring 2026 is the target, so you have a little bit of time to save up. Speaking of saving up, here is the best news of all. Despite all these upgrades, the A17 Pro chip, the AI capabilities, the better gaming potential, and the networking boost, the price is expected to stay exactly the same. Currently, the Apple TV sits around the $130 mark, or slightly more for the Ethernet version. The leaks suggest Apple is going to stick to this pricing structure. You might wonder how they can afford to put such a powerful chip in such a cheap box. The answer is time. By 2026, the A17 Pro will be an older chip in Apple's manufacturing lineup. It becomes cheaper for them to produce because the factories have already been paid for. This is the same strategy they used when they put the A15 and A13 in previous models. They recycle their high-end technology into the TV box a few years later. This means you get flagship-level performance at a budget-friendly price. In summary, the 2026 Apple TV is shaping up to be the upgrade we actually wanted. The 2025 delay was frustrating, but it was necessary to ensure the hardware could support the software of the future. We are getting the A17 Pro chip. We are getting full Apple Intelligence support. We are looking at a device that can handle AAA gaming. We are getting next-generation Wi-Fi 7 and smart home connectivity. And we're getting all of this without a price hike. It is positioning itself not just as a streaming stick, but as a central home console and automation hub. If you ask me, his product is going to be an absolute no-brainer purchase. In a world where tech prices keep going up and everything feels more expensive, getting this level of performance for around $130 is incredible value. Apple is smart to wait until the AI features are ready because that is what will differentiate this box from a cheap Amazon Fire Stick or a Roku. If the gaming aspect really takes off, this could be the sleeper hit of the decade for casual gamers who don't want to spend $500 on a PlayStation, but still want to play great games. It is a massive leap forward, and it definitely looks like it will be worth the wait until 2026. If you're excited about the new Apple TV, or if you're planning to buy one, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on the latest leaks, make sure you subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. I'll see you in the next one.